Today's show topic is, who's the baby's daddy? Did you know he was married?
Married?
Is he a dog?
I mean, she need to stay with him.
What a perspective.
That baby metrosexual. He got Beijing in the head, man. That ain't me. That
Can't talk about a baby. At the service for the kid Raven, the 5-year-old that was shot. Also, we're praying for the 17-year-old who shot her, because really we may lose 2 kids.
I just hope she alive.
I grew up here, and it's just getting worse and worse every day with the drug dealing and the guns and everything else. They need to do something about it.
Yes, actually, I'm the CEO of Swag Nation. It's a youth advocate association.
I'm so sick of crying. I'm devastated because I lost my house. I'm sick of all this, boy. All I want to do is get away, get away.
So tell me, Alexa, what bothers you and irritates you in schools?
Well, sometimes a lot of girls think they're better than you, and when you're fussing with them, they'll consider you as white or a cracker. And I really hate being discriminated like that because I know the color of my skin, and that should not matter to nobody.
People have been calling me black. They be saying I blend into the dark, the pavement.
The young people wearing the pants down past the butt, showing the underwear. How do you feel about that?
Don't show what you don't have.
David Simon wrote a story based on Bodie's life.
Dwight, it's extremely entertaining. I enjoy it myself.
Okay.
You know, and I'm the real guy, right?
We respect your life and your stories, and we know that you're going to be one of the greatest directors. What is life like being gay?
I was always secure with myself. Never had a problem with getting along with other people. Certain people that don't know me tend to get a little irritated when they see me come around.
It's a shame to say that some church leaders aren't the upstanding citizens that we believe that they are. If you could find a professional, a teacher, a counselor, if you need to talk to somebody before you talk to your parents.
Actually came out with the closet after Ellen came out.
Exactly.
Please don't think, that everybody that's gay wants you. It's never that
Thank
serious.
you.
One of the things that made me turn to God, recently my son was killed.
And I think there's a fear that exists between those generations that shouldn't be there. Like the gentleman said, just because I come in and I have locks, and I'm refined. Don't get me wrong. I drink wine and smoke the finest cigars. Like I never smoke a marijuana blunt in my life. But you would never be able to tell that if you never just took the time to just approach the cat.
I was building my own kingdom, right? And I met that crack cocaine, and in 7 years I lost everything. And I thank God for that, because those events allowed me to hit my proverbial rock bottom. And had I not hit that rock bottom with nowhere else to turn, I would have never met the one who could help me.
I disrespect my wife. I was committing adultery for the last 8 years. 6-pack, 42-inch chest, 18-inch arms, and 36 thighs.
Sound like me. Well, go ahead.
What this book offers is testimony and triumph. And God has to bring you sometimes in a place of brokenness. Yes. Brokenness, so you can realize that God has a way of getting our attention.
I am bisexual.
Wow. Did Mom know this?
No, but she knows now. Hi, Mom.
Mom?
But
the state of Maryland has conspired with Constellation Energy and BG&E to rip off working people.
But despite what anybody say, I will always be there for him. All right. That's a man. I love him. That's a man.
Is this man and woman relationship? You are not a man?
No.
You're kidding me.
Nope.
This is a mind blower.
I'm probably bisexual. I don't know.
Now you say you don't know. Do you date guys?
What? Yeah.
And do you date girls?
No. No, I haven't.
Well, so you're confused.
No, my parents want me to be a lesbian.
Your parents want you to be lesbian?
Yeah.
That's a new one. Why?
Yeah, I know. They're like, then you won't have children, so that's good.
Pigtown John Watch is a website where we put pictures of the vehicles and or the tag numbers of the vehicles that pick up the prostitutes.
Being the lowest man on a totem pole is just should be an expression to use to help you strive to move forward and higher in your life.
Okay, and we're back. We had Brother David, Brother Brother Captain David here, one of the leaders of the Coalition of Concerned Black Men, and he's going to talk about the mission of the Coalition of Concerned Black Men.
Well, Brother John, our mission is to provide emergency response for violations against women and children in our community. We will provide educational training in community policing and safety, also disaster preparedness. It is our aim to serve our community with holistic and comprehensive solutions. And we are concerned citizens united in a common cause and taking a vanguard position in protecting and maintaining our community's most valuable asset, which is our women and our children. That's what the Concerned Coalition of Concerned Black Men is about. And we want all the black men in here tonight, if you're not a part of the coalition, to become a part of the coalition and get in where you fit in. Okay?
Brother Captain, David, thank you. And also, you want to ask all the churches in the Baltimore City area to at least send 10 men, if not 10, at least one man, because there are over 3,000 churches in Baltimore City, and if each church was just sending one man to this training to help provide safety for women and children, we would have a force over 3,000 men. Is that correct, Brother David?
We will outmatch the police department in Baltimore City.
And as we've heard Lou Hopkins mention, we have a very critical problem with the police department with racism, discrimination, and something has got to change. And I often ask the question, why would the mayor allow this police officer to continue to serve with all these circumstances and being sued by millions and millions of dollars? I mean, it is shameful. And how would you respond to that, Sergeant?
That's true. One of the first things I wanted to say, and I think earlier they asked a question about what can we do. In 1964, under John F. Kennedy, they passed two laws. One was the Civil Rights, Title VII. But a lot of people don't realize they also passed a Title VI. Title VI basically means any company, corporation, major police department, any organization can be sued. Not only can they be sued, you can file a complaint with the Department of Justice. The Department of Justice will investigate a Title VI complaint. What that does, plain and simple, is this. If they're found guilty, they can no longer receive federal funds. Majority of police departments operate 60 to 70% off of federal funds, grants, and things of this nature. Follow the money trail. You want to hurt them? You want to stop their bad behavior? Cut them off. That's right. Go down to Annapolis. You hold a hearing with the Black Caucus. You raise enough sand down there. They want to stay in place. That's right. They will cut them off.
Thank you. Listen, one thing I'm concerned about is that we as a people, as a community, we have not been vocal, we have not been strong, but with the strong voice of the Coalition of Concerned Black Men, we are united, and we want to join forces with each and every one of you, because we will no longer be second class, no more. I mean, no more second class. We will be a force to be reckoned with. Our children will be loved and protected. Thank you, thank you. We have to. So do not fear anymore, because we, the people, have the power. If I look at Egypt, look at what's happening over there. Those people have come out by the millions. If we've got to stand up and fight by the hundreds of thousands or millions, we will do this. I'm going to ask at this time all the men that are involved with the Coalition of Concerned Black Men to come up, please. These men are the men that are willing to stand up and fight for you and I, to protect your women, your children. This is why we're asking the churches, all the churches, to send a man from your church to join this brotherhood who's going to stand and fight. And again, we are a very intelligent force. People are lawyers, some doctors, professionals. So this is a very, very wise group. Brothers, I just wanted to ask you real fast, I'm restrained by the mics, come up, and I want to ask you, why did you join the Coalition of Concerned Black Men?
Help bring a positive change.
What about you, sir?
To do all I can for emergencies and
just to be a part of the organization, do all I can.
Brother, just come up for me if you don't mind. Why did you join the Coalition of Concerned Black Men, sir?
I'm just like the title. I'm a concerned black man.
Thank you. Sir? And why did you join the Coalition of Concerned Black Men?
I joined because it's time. Ever since the Million Man March, I've been waiting for this moment.
Thank you, sir. Brothers, I'm gonna have to come around. But it's very important that you see these men standing strong, being concerned about you. Why did you join the Concerned Black Men?
Because our women and our children have a right to believe in us as black men and to see us stand up and be a model, an example of strength and protection and security for them.
Thank you. And what would you say to encourage other men to join?
I would say if you are a black man in Baltimore City today, if you have women and children in your family, whether it's your extended family or your immediate family, the call is coming out today to take a part in changing the condition, the situation, and the circumstances in which our people live.
Thank you, sir. Brother, how you doing? And why did you join the Concerned Black Men?
Yes, sir. There's a genocide against our youth.
Yes.
And we must understand the time and what must be done. Yes, sir. So that's it.
What would you say to another brother to encourage him to join the Coalition of Concerned Black Men?
Well, our youth are dying by the thousands all over the United States. And if we don't step up as black men and join this collision, that our youth is going to really perish.
Thank you.
You know, the scriptures say the people perish for the lack of knowledge.
Yes, sir.
You know, so we want each church. Brother just say that there's over 3,000 churches here in Baltimore. If you can just send one man, just one.
Just one.
And that'll make a difference.
Thank you, sir. Alex Salam, how you doing, sir? And why did you join a Coalition of Concerned Black Men?
Well, I joined the Coalition of Concerned Black Men is we are the majority of the city.
That's right.
We was taught simple arithmetic. The majority rules. Why are we, and I don't believe that 600,000 number or that 65% number, we about 80%. Why are we allowing a bunch of white boys, only 10%, get 90% of all the contracts, development contracts, and everything else, and we elected a majority black city council mayor, and every other political spectrum in Baltimore City, and we're only getting crumbs.
That's right.
What are we scared of?
Thank you.
I mean, let's take it. We don't have to ask. White man don't ask, he takes.
That's right.
Then he counts later who, hey, nigga get over here, nigga get over there. No, we are the majority. We gotta act like the majority and don't ask for nothing, take. Get those Negroes out of office. I waited 35 years to get a majority black city council, a majority black man, only for them to do the same thing that Schaefer and Walter Linsky and Pomeroy do.
That's right.
Black skin with white minds. What the hell is going on? Stop being scared.
That's
Wake
right.
up, black man. You can accomplish what you will.
That's right.
And as far as these churches, I'm going after the churches.
Yeah, this brother's
My brother, a captain, put me on a mission. I'm going after the churches. I will visit a church nearby. I'm going to cover at least a portion of the city. I'm tired of crap. I want to say what I really want to say, but it's TV. Tired of crap. Let's do it.
But and because I know you go out to the churches, and a lot of brothers in churches have been waiting for a day like this for men to stand up because they want to be a part.
The churches that I visit, the pastors are very humble. They ready. They want to do something. Where's the black man? Where's it matters? I tell the pastors that, and they waiting too.
But you know what? What's most important, because we're in such a critical place in time that what you're doing with the churches is so important.
Yeah.
Because those brothers, I heard, receive you very well.
Oh yeah, and I make them receive me very well. After they're jumping in Harlem, and I go to them and say, "Let's talk. Let's get some things done." I mean, look, wherever there's a crime, whatever there's a drug deal, whatever there's a murder, whatever there's mishaps in the community, there's a black church nearby, 2 or 3 of them. Hell, they outnumber the bars.
That's right.
So, I go to the church and say, look, man, Get these brothers together. We'll train them. Then the brothers outside who hangs around your church from Mondays to Saturdays, groups, once they see us out there doing something, they will say, hey, we see something. So they'll come in and get some new young blood. As Mr. Farrakhan said, the black youth is not coming to the church because the pastors are scared. And they know that a lot of pastors are pimping their mamas, sisters, and aunts. So that's why they don't respect the pastors. Right. There's some good pastors out here, but you got to hit the streets, man. We got to change this thing around and stop BSing. I mean, you know, I got to tell it like it is. That's right. You know? That's right. And if you ask me if I'm scared on camera, no, I'm not.
That's right.
I'm here.
That's right. That's right. All right, my brother. Thank you. Thank you. How you doing, sir?
Fine, how you doing, brother?
And what provoked you to join a coalition for concerned black men?
The interest and the love for my people, especially the women and the children, and it was opportunity to do some work with a group of men that seem to be dedicated and interested in what they're doing, sincere about what they're doing.
That's right.
So that's why I'm a part of it. And also, like I say, I thank you and the panel, especially Officer Hopkins, for bringing this information to us.
That's right.
And it's an honor and a pleasure to serve with these men as I am.
And what would you say to encourage someone else to be a part of the Coalition for Concerned Black Men?
Well, it's simple. I mean, you just look around you and see what's happening to you and your people. And if you have love for your people, then you're going to want to do something.
That's right.
And this is the place to be.
That's right.
This is the place for a man to be. Because just like the brother said, the women and the children, they're looking to the men to do something, protect them and be leaders for us, for our people. And that's what it's about.
Thank you, sir.
I thank you.
Thank you. Brother, come on up. I'm just so proud of these brothers. And we do have some women. I want to call some women up in a few minutes. Brother, why did you join the Coalition for Concerned Black Men?
To make a serious positive change in the community.
Thank you, sir. All right. All right, my man. He's serious. How you doing, sir? And what was your reason for joining the coalition?
Well, the title says it all. I'm a concerned black man. This city is run by black people who can't seem to get it right.
Right.
And because we are brothers that come from the nation, we come from Christianity.
That's right.
Hinduism, Judaism, and atheists come and join us because we are concerned black men. The title says it all.
And what would you say to entice someone to come and join, be a part?
Again, if you are a concerned black man, and if you are worried about your life in the city of Baltimore, because it is the #1 dangerous city in America.
That's right.
If you are concerned, come and join with us. Come and join all of us of all faiths. Be one with us.
All right. You know, again, it is so important that you, the community, come out and be a part of this coalition because we will make a difference. Is there any ladies in here that would just feel like showing some appreciation about these brothers, would like to come up to express what you feel tonight? Well, the reason I joined, Brother John, I'm glad you asked. Yes. Well, because I'm very concerned about the people. I love people, especially my people, and I've seen such default in life, and it angers me when I see the drug activity, the drug abuse, the drug use, the crime that's so unnecessary, and the lack of opportunities, because I know that there are a lot of opportunities, but we are just pushed this on the side. But we must recognize one thing, that we've got to go to the heads of this city and of this state. We must fight against them without fear, without any trembling. We must deal with the police commissioner and all these folks he's put in positions that hate the people that they serve. So those are some of the reasons why I joined the Coalition of Black Men. I want my brothers, my Christian brothers, to know this. No, the Muslims here are not trying to convert you. I still eat a little bit of pork, and it's all right. But let me tell you, in the churches, they did training at Bethel Church, Reverend Reed's church, and those men are now, the church members are now protecting the church. That's right. So they even saved some money hiring security. Right. So let me tell you, I know, and I talked to many of you brothers, that you want to make a difference. This is your opportunity. Come and join this coalition, and it's all right. We are real strong men, willing now to protect you and serve you, but willing to die for you because we love you. Sister, would you come, please? How do you feel, or what's your feelings about these men coming together, standing strong, organized as the Coalition of Concerned Black Men?
I am honored to see that our brothers in Baltimore City are finally standing up, because for a long time, we sisters been standing up.
Yes, you have.
We've been carrying the torch, and it's a time for us to stand beside our brothers, especially my king over here, and watch them stand up and do what needs to be done in Baltimore City.
Thank you, my sister. We have another sister. How you doing, sister?
My name is Nevada Howard, and I think it's such a wonderful thing. I have my own communications company, and I think that people need to know what you're doing. People outside of this room, and I'm willing to do it for free. I can upload what happened tonight if I have the tapes. I can upload it in my software. I can email it to everyone in this room, and then you can email it to your friends.
We'll do that.
We also need to be on YouTube so that people know what's going on and what we're doing.
Thank you. Thank you. You know, and Brother Darren, I've always heard you. Come here, Brother Darren. This is something I thought about.
That's the whole reason why we're here.
Yeah, this is one of
the
strong
one of
reason
the
why we're
reasons
here.
why
That's
we're
right.
here.
This
Because
sister
of one
here.
of our babies that went missing.
And this sister must be found. We're fighting to find her, all of us.
That's right.
And there's a $50,000 reward. If I knew anything about it, I would tell.
That's right.
You can tell, and
Right.
we have a number. I even know it by heart now, 410-202-1181. If you have any questions or any whereabouts of this baby, give us a call. We'll respond, and you'll have $50,000.
That's right.
Oh, my. But let me just say something else, Brother Darren. In our community, we always talk about the money leaving. Well, here's an idea and suggestion for all community associations, so we can do as well, is that if there is someone in your community that does grass cutting, hire someone within your community. If someone does plumbing, hire someone from within your community. Someone does electrical work, hire them from your community. This way, the money can stay in our communities, and not only that, but neighbors will begin to know one another, because now there's a great need for one another. And this is done in all other communities. That's why they survive and thrive and we don't. Now, because let me say, with this economy, Obama's all right, but guess what? We were left out of the economic stimulus package. And a lot of black men will not be going back to work. And unfortunately, there's a lot of young black men who have records now that are not going to get jobs. So we have to begin to open up businesses.
That's right.
You follow me?
That's right, brother.
So that's very strong. So I want you to think about this community, and let's do something, because you have to hire the people within your community to do the things in your community, and that way you'll have a stronger community. So, Brother Dunn, I want to ask you, why did you join the Coalition of Concerned Black Men?
Well, in order to be a concerned black man, you got to be a caring black man.
Yes,
so
sir.
I am, because there were other black men whose shoulders that we stand on that came before us. And we look around in this city right now, we see many of those men have passed the baton on to us. And so we have a responsibility to the generation, as I saw the little baby there that's running around the room tonight. But we have a responsibility to look out for him and to provide the same type of community that was provided to us.
Absolutely.
And if we don't do that, then may God punish us by death if we're not willing to stand up for our women and for our children, for our ancestors, and for our future. And we got to be willing to turn this city around, because the city is dying.
Yes,
Many
it
of us have lived in this city. We watched it thrive, and we see the communities are dying.
Absolutely.
They're dying because of a moral crisis. They're dying because of an economic crisis, a spiritual crisis, a social crisis, an educational crisis.
Absolutely.
But the solution lies in us as men coming together. The Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad said the most powerful weapon that we have is our unity as a community and as a people. And so we have to unite. And if we truly love ourselves, then we got to look in that mirror and say, I know I can do more. I know I can do more tomorrow. I can do more next week. I can do more next month. So we all can do a little bit more, and we all can serve. And it doesn't bring us a lot of pain if we just stand up and serve. And that's what we have to be willing to do, because somebody did it for us.
Absolutely.
And if they did it for us, then we have to be willing to do it for the generation that's coming behind us.
Right.
Every generation has a responsibility.
And Brother Darren, I want you to encourage some young men to come and join the Coalition of Concerned Black Men.
Yes, sir. Well, you know, I say to the young brothers that's watching, that have seen Brother Muhammad, of course, on It's On TV show. They've watched me in the Stop Snitching DVD.
Yes,
which caught a lot of flack for
Right.
some. But
Right.
again, you know, to every knock, there's a boost. And therefore, that took me into other corners and venues in the city where other brothers normally would not have seen Brother Muhammad.
Right.
So in every negative, there's a positive.
Absolutely.
And therefore, so that allowed many of them to say, well, we flipped the script and stopped snitching too. That
That's
we
right.
wouldn't have known about some dirty police officers if it wasn't for the young brothers that created the Stop Snitching DVD one. And those officers got more time in jail than any common criminals that I know of.
That's
And so
right.
that had to be stopped, because if they would have came out with a Stop Snitching 3 and a Stop Snitching 4
Right,
and a
right.
Stop Snitching 100, we could have cleaned the police department out so that our people don't have to keep footing the bill for the dirty police officers
That's right.
inside of the police department.
That's right. That's right.
And so I encourage those brothers to keep doing what they're doing. As they see me, they say, keep doing you. And we say, keep doing you. But at the same time, you got to link up with brothers that are doing the right thing.
That's right.
And getting up and serving our community. And so I encourage all of the young brothers and the young sisters that want to see a change in this city as well. Because
right.
our young people are tired.
That's right.
And when you see them turning away from the educational system, when you see them turning away from the church, when you see them turning away from the mosque, when you see them turning away from the synagogue, when you see them turning away from many of our black organizations, because they see nothing but hypocrisy from many of our organizations.
That's right. That's
So it's
right.
time out from hypocrisy, and our people, and I got to see us being 100% today.
That's
If
right.
They got to know when they come, ain't no game in this organization.
right. It's
They got to
no
know
game.
ain't no brother trying to make a move on your little sister.
That's
They
right.
got to know ain't no brother trying to make a move on your mother.
That's
They got to
right.
know ain't no brother trying to make a move on her brother. They got to know that this is a real, genuine organization.
Yeah, we don't play
gotta
that.
Keep it real.
That's right.
This is what
That's
we're
right.
dealing with in 2011.
That's right. That's right.
So they got to know that when it's come, is what First Lady Michelle Obama is saying. Let's move. And that's what we got to do. We got to be willing to move right
That's
now.
right. That's
but
right.
the movement has to be a forward movement. It can't be about going side to side. Can't be about the emotion and the commotion. We can start there, but we can't stay there. It got to be a movement of love. And if you don't know what love is, then you got to sit back and watch those that do know what love is and willing to demonstrate what love is.
That's right.
And when these brothers come together, that's love.
That's
when they're
right.
willing to come through the doors and put aside their little petty differences, then that's love. When they're willing to come together and put aside all the labels when people say it can't be done, on cold nights and cold mornings, you've
That's
been out
right.
there.
I've been out
That's
there.
love.
That's
so
love.
that's what our people got to be willing to see. And when they see that, then it becomes an attracting spirit
And you know-
that can never be broken.
And real recognize it's real.
Real
And we're
recognize
real men.
real.
And that's so important. So I'm going to ask all of you out there, ladies and gentlemen, to please come and join us. We're here at 3400 Garrison Boulevard. I have this wonderful lady here beside me. Come here. How you doing, sister? And your name is?
Trina Johnson.
How you doing?
Fine.
Good.
My heart goes out to the lady right there who's missing, and hope they find the young lady and everything. And I thank the Lord for just being in my life. You know,
All right.
my fiance Maurice, he's my fiance. We've been together for 14 years.
All right.
And my cousin right there, Yusuf, that's
All
my
right.
cousin. And I thank the Lord for being here. It's really been a blessing for the men,
Glad to
young
have
men that's been staying up for being, for the meeting and everything. It's a good blessing for being here. I thank the Lord for all of y'all.
Thank you.
And y'all really strong men, right?
Thank you,
Strong
ma'am.
men.
Yes, we are. Thank you, ma'am. God bless you here.
God bless you, too.
All right. Good. And we'll be right back. We'll be right back. And we're back. To today's topic is the Coalition of Concerned Black Men. We have Sister Diane here.
Hi, yes. My name is Diane Abraham. I just want to give honor to God because this is a wonderful thing that we're doing. That's right. It should have been, but we can't even talk about that. It's doing now.
That's right.
And it's to help our people, our young people. We all need to come together.
Yes, that's right.
We need unity. We need prayer. We need to be loving each other.
That's right.
We love you. We supposed to show love. That's what God was about, loving each other.
That's right. That's right. All right. That was strong. That was strong. And again, we want to. I want to turn it back up to the sergeant because the information he gave about the police commission and the police department it's been so critical because the police department has been attacking the citizens of Baltimore. Anybody else have a question? I'm sorry. Sir, how you doing? And your name is?
Well, Lamont Brown. I'm not a member of the coalition, but I am for the helping of our youth as well as our sisters, anyone who's of our nationality who needs assistance, not just our nationality, anyone who just needs assistance, period. It's time to uplift one another. And I'm one of the brothers who could use some uplifting. I am from the community, and I own my own electrical company. And I have a partner who's a good young brother. His name is John. He's not here. He runs John Quality Electric. That's his company, All
right.
Quality Electric. His name is John Mims.
Want to give your number and your information?
Yes, my number is 443-806-5058. And you can get in contact with John through me through that number.
Can you give that number again?
That's 443-806-5058.
Stay right here. This is the empowerment that we can have. That's right. Because when you need an electrician, you call this guy up, and he's in the community. He's going to give you a break, I know, and treat you real fair. That's right. So we have to keep our money in our community, and we have billions of dollars. You know, we're not going to hate on one another. We want to uplift one another. I want to make some more people rich. Okay? It's okay. I want us to be wealthy. But we have to do this now. We have to rethink the game, because the game has not been played fair. Thank you, brother. I'm so inspired by you.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Thank you.
And another brother. Okay, we're going to wait. This one, our last audience guest, because it's so critical today. We need this so much. Sir, how you doing again?
All right. Again, I'm Brother Maurice Robinson. I have a question for the sergeant.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. What do you think that may happen if the citizens were to return fire upon the police? I'm not advocating that, but eventually, somewhere along the line, if, like the brother said, if we don't reach that, the change, that can give birth to that. Because it's like, we damned if we do or don't.
Well, Sergeant, I don't want to answer that one because I'm an ex-Marine, and you wouldn't like my response.
That's easy. Mine is this: you're playing right into their hands. That's what you're doing. You know, you don't fight that type of fight, in my opinion, because I think they want you to do and act out. Then they have an excuse to say, well, see, that's how they are, and that's why we have to do the things that we do. I think what you do is you end up taking their guns from them legally, you know, and like I said before, you have a new state's attorney here, and you set those standards high. Every time there's a shooting of a young person, there should be something that goes to the grand jury.
That's right.
That says yay or nay here. And that means not only the police department investigates it, but there has to be an outside entity that looks at the police department and looks at not just reviewing the facts of the case, but understanding policy. You know, shoot, don't shoot. I mean, and looking at, how is this officer trained? You know, I'm going to say something that's very controversial right now, and you know, a lot of these officers, when confronted, they're taught not to back down. The law says that the officer doesn't have to retreat. You know what I mean? So if you attack that officer, he or she does not have to retreat by law. Now, the training that these officers get is the reason why we're here. I want to kill that training and bring that training more in line to that we don't have these shootings. So I'm simply suggesting, look at these policies. These policies are why we're at where we're at.
That's right.
And they allow the commissioner and they allow these people to do things to the community. You must be a part of everything. Real quick example. I heard them talking about all these kids drinking and carrying on. We have more liquor stores in Baltimore City than 26 states combined.
That's right.
Now, that's unheard of. Now, the bottom line to all this is close some of the liquor stores down.
That's right.
These are absentee landlords.
That's right.
Close them down. It's simple, you know, because all you have to do is target a few of them that you know that the violence and everything is coming from.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And you demand that the police close this liquor store down.
That's right.
You see, they used to be called taverns where you could go in there and,
right.
and you had to sit down and you could drink, and they had a place for you to relieve yourself, you know, and they provide receptacles and stuff like that for your trash. Nowadays, they don't have that because they want to make that quick buck. And so the person doesn't have, you know, where are you going to relieve themselves? In an alley. Where are the police going to catch you? So that's what I'm talking about, policy. Because you see, what I did, plain and simple, was I didn't go lock up the guy for drinking out of a brown small bag. Really, that was a sign of respect back in my day. You know, that he would put it in a small bag, you know, and carry it around. So I would never mess with somebody unless they were really acting a fool. You know what I mean? But that's not that type of policing anymore. I would go after the owners of that liquor store. It's his or her responsibility to keep that area within 75 feet clean and clear, and to provide a place for your customers to go in and sit down and consume their alcoholic beverage, or to relieve themselves. And if they're not doing that, they're not serving the community. That means that all they care about is making that buck, making a dollar, and they don't care about anything else.
Hey, it's on Talk Show, and we're back. Today's topic is the Coalition for Concerned Black Men. And I have here Brother David here and his little son, Arthur. Arthur, how you doing? Doing all right? Oh, he's a little shy now. But Brother David, we want you to close the show out with you giving an invite to all the citizens of Baltimore for the Coalition of Concerned Black Men.
Yes, sir, Bro John. I want to thank you and everyone who attended the meeting tonight, this first town hall meeting, which is one of many that we'll be having to discuss many different issues that are affecting our community. I'd like to give this invitation to all concerned citizens. If you're concerned about what's going on in our city and you want to make a difference, come on and join the Coalition of Concerned Black Men.
And the address, a phone number?
The address, we're currently meeting at 3412, excuse me, we're currently meeting at 3400 Garrison Boulevard at the Rajah Community Center every Monday night at 6:30. Every Monday night at 6:30, that's where we get our training from. That's where we, and on Tuesday nights, we'll be starting our disaster preparedness training. So Mondays and Tuesdays, come on out, let's get trained, let's go to the streets, and let's make a change in Baltimore.
What about the phone number?
Phone number is 410-202-1181.
Now, who can call the number for emergency?
Anyone who has an emergency in your community can give us a call, 410-202-1181. We will respond. Excuse me, 1811. 410-202-1811. Give us a call if you have an emergency in your community and you really don't want to call the police, but you want the situation handled. Because I remember one time the police was called in Cherry Hill and a young brother was killed.
That's right.
Right? That's right. The mom, if you have a situation like that, mom, and you need somebody to talk to your young one, give us a call. Myself, Brother Darren, Brother Youssef, Brother Mike, Brother Cleveland, one of the brothers will respond and give you a hand.
And I just want to mention this, that you all have been doing this for how long?
Personally?
Yes.
Brother, we've been doing this for over 70 years now in America.
That's right. Okay.
Me personally, I've worked in the community for the last 20 years. Okay. I've spent 6 years in Los Angeles working with the gang members in Los Angeles. And I was commissioned back here in Baltimore, and I'm still doing the same thing.
All right. Amen. Thank you. And Sergeant Hobson, I'm sorry. I want you to know I really appreciate your presence. Your information has been breathtaking because you gave us some ins on the police department that some of us did not know. Right. Now we have some equipment to fight for the future, even right now, because so much is going on. And I would love to see you someday as a police commissioner, someone who loves and cares about the people of Baltimore. We need people like him in position. Because my concern is that as long as the mayor is there, Billifield's going to be there because of O'Malley.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, close comments.
Yeah, in the police department, we call it Mayor Billfield.
That's right.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, yeah. To be honest with you.
That's right.
No, the only thing I would like to say is you can make a change.
That's right.
You stand up and stand strong. You don't worry about the numbers.
Right.
I've never had numbers behind me. But I guarantee you, you stay the course, you get everything that you want, and then some.
That's right.
You'll get your community back. And look at the contracts that come in Baltimore City.
That's right.
Remember, discrimination is the key to everything. You cannot be a discriminating agency nowhere and receive federal funds,
right.
grants, and loans.
That's right.
That money needs to come back into the community. So you have leverage. Use that leverage.
That's right. All right. Thank you very much again. Give Brother Sergeant Hobson a round of applause. Brother John Holmes, host of Isso on Talk TV. Got to give, of course, young protege over there on my left. And, of course, Emotions. Give her a round of applause. Deep Flow Productions, y'all. Thank them very much, all right?
All right. And thank you all so much. God bless you. And good night.
All right. It's on.
It's on. It's on Talk Show, and today we have Brother Rockmel. Rockmel, they say you're one of the hottest rappers around.
Yes, so true, Bill.
All right. So look, we want to let you do your thing and do it well.
All right,
all right, my man. Peace. Okay. All right.
Can I get a little bit more volume on? Is that okay? Just spin the dial around. Hey, look, this song right here is dedicated to all my men, you know what I'm saying? And what the song is about is a story about a guy 16 years old that had some things that he dealt with of hustling, how he got locked into the world. But there's a way for you to get out. And that way for you to get out is just getting to know God and putting your trust in Him. And believe me, He'll set your way out. It's time for us to wake up. I need everybody to wave their hands from side to side like this. Here's the story, a little bit like this. I'm just a little boy. I'm trying to come up and do what them elders do. So I sparks it up. Top choice drink to keep my blood warmed up. And I wanna be like my father and knock broads up. Hey, look, I'm blind, can't see no matter where I end up. Life's a trip, yet the struggle won't lighten up. I'm young, confused, plus a menace to society. Start hustling drugs to gain life's variety. My man back on the block, he just did 2. He did 18 months. Good behavior got him through, and now the block is rocking again. Plus the scheme is mean. Different approach this time he ain't seen. Now I'm on the lookout, copping $1,000 a week. All I do is pump, walk the block, and hold the 380. And I realize I'm just a worker. I traded spots with my man, and I'm dealing with the strip searches. Court cases gotta piss on Tuesdays. POs want me working so they can collect my payday. Always back in the box I go. Now, is that the life of a 16-year-old? The bars are cold, I can handle the situation, but I'd rather be home. Lord, please replace this. Hunger pains and my remains still cry, and my background is holding me down. I want to die, come on. Wake up, hold on. See, we gotta take this time to wake up, y'all. So in verse 2, nobody gives him an opportunity. He goes to jail, he comes home, and he wants to strive to get a job. But his background, the people won't hire him. So what that makes him do? Go right back to the streets and do the same thing. My heart is utterly cold, but my blood pumps warm. In these excruciating days, I'm trying to bear the storm. Filling out applications, but the response is none. And my problem presents itself, I got to feed my son. High dice game by these so-called ballers. And those that I know it's time to ball out, y'all. But hold up, I know you not your dividends. So hand it over and don't track back again. The next man flinch, well then you meeting your doomsday. Plus Don and Marty, I have you on Manic Monday. Desperate times bring these desperate measures. I done tried everything from cutting my braids off to sitting proper. Yes sir, no ma'am, all the thank you and please until this wise man said, shorty, fall to your knees. Do you accept the Lord as your personal savior? I said I do, there is no one greater. Do you believe that he died for your sins? Indeed I do, there is no one higher than him. Now you believe ye shall walk with faith. Your whole background will soon be erased. The devil's busy, well, so is the president. Look at us now, shorty, we under covenant. The devil's busy, well, so is the president. Look at us now, shy, we under covenant. Wake up, wake up. So in this time right here, he's trying a different walk. And in this walk, you just gotta wake up. And you'll see everything in front of you, because God will make it as clear as day for you. But don't fret, you're gonna lose friends when you make this change. And when you make this change, if you lose them as friends, they was never your friend anyway. Look, new day, but everything looks the same. Same body, I just don't feel the same. So I'll take it one day at a time. Same thing makes me laugh, now makes me cry. Still weak, I'm trying not to repeat the cycle or get caught in the streets like the lights do. Cash surely comes fast, especially round my way. I reroute my hustle and get things the right way. Some say I copped out, knowing I'm a thoroughbred. In just a few weeks, I pop a hot hollow in your head. But I'm trying, so please give a man space. Without a lawyer, I'm trying to beat this case of life existence and all of its iniquities. I gotta get mines the right way and take care of me. It ain't easy when these streets adopt you. No one supports you or connect or supply you. Wake up, wake up. So we gotta wake up, people. I wrote this song just for y'all, to take you and walk you through transition of life, that you can change. Cause if I can change, then you can do it. If God did it for me, believe me, he can do it for you. Wake up. Wake up, wake up. Yeah. I understand your pain don't mean no. That was awesome. Wake up, wake up. Did y'all hear that? Rockmella's hot, y'all. You got your CD? You want to tell folks how they can purchase your CD? Yeah, You can get my CD. Just come to my email, rockmell@verizon.net, as well as my cell phone number is 443-324-6739. And I got a new CD. The single is, you know what I mean? The single is My Life, Repent, and God Did That. And I got an album coming up after Thanksgiving, and it's called Reprogram. And all I'm really saying is that you got to reprogram your mind. You got to think about things that you want to do. You got to move forward. You got to walk in life. You know what I mean? Set one vision. You know what I'm saying? Write it down, make it plain. It's what the Bible says. Write it down, make it plain, and go after it. You know what I'm saying? But you got to wake up if you want to do that. Wake up. One.
I like that. All right. Woo! Hey, man, good job. Peace. Rockmell is a hot fella. Peace. I like that. So, hey, Rockmell, I just want to say this to Rockmell. This song was so powerful, and with this show, Wake Up Black Man, God is so awesome. He just orchestrates things like your song to be sung today. I just want to thank you. That was awesome. I know the people out in TV land really felt you. And that's, I mean, I love the song, and I will get your album.
That's good.
I mean, your CD.
Good.
My bad.
Get two. No,
I'll get 2 copies. I get one to a friend. Yeah, but it's really awesome, and people really need to hear your music.
Thank you.
I'm so inspired.
And you know, I never even really knew that, you know, God was going to turn it around this way, because I was going to stop rapping. And I wrote this song called My Life, but I never knew that the song that I wrote called My Life it was going to be the ending of my secular rap career, 'cause that's where I come from. But God, you know, started that. He closed that chapter, but opened my new chapter up with that same exact song, My Life, and just inspired me to start writing inspirational stuff, because what makes me different than any other rapper if I'm out here talking about cars, money, and outfits? Nothing. Right. But if I got message to give you, you know what I mean? I believe he kept me right there in the streets long enough to say, now it's time for you to go after people, because he knew people like you will do a show like this called Wake Up Black Man. That's and right. Bless and birth songs just like this.
My man. Peace.
Yep.
All right, man. All right. We'll be right back. We'll be right back. Today's show topic is, who's the baby's daddy? Did you know he was married?
Married? Is he a dog?
I mean, she need to stay with him.
What a perspective.
That baby metrosexual. You got Beijing in the head, man. That ain't me.
You can't talk about a baby. At the service for the kid, Raven, the 5-year-old that was shot. Also, we're praying for the 17-year-old who shot her, because really, we may lose 2 kids.
I just hope she alive.
I grew up here, and it's just getting worse and worse every day with the drug dealing and the guns and everything else. They need to do something about it.
Yes, actually, I'm the CEO of Swag Nation. It's a youth advocate association.
I'm so sick of crying. I'm devastated because I lost my house. I'm sick of all this, boy. All I want to do is get away, get away.
So tell me, Alexa, what bothers you and irritates you in schools?
Well, sometimes a lot of girls think they're better than you, and when you're fussing with them, they'll consider you as white or a cracker. And I really hate being discriminated like that, because I know the color of my skin, and that should not matter to nobody.
People have been calling me black. They be saying I blend into the dark, the pavement.
The young people wearing the pants down past the butt, showing the underwear. How do you feel about that?
Don't show what you don't have.
David Simon wrote a story based on Bodie's life.
Dwight, it's extremely entertaining. I enjoy myself.
Okay.
You know, and I'm the real guy, right?
We respect your life and your stories, and we know that you're going to be one of the greatest directors. What is life like being gay?
I was always secure with myself. Never had a problem getting along with other people. Certain people that don't know me tend to get a little irritated when they see me come around.
It's a shame to say that some church leaders aren't the upstanding citizens that we believe that they are. If you could find a professional, a teacher, a counselor, if you need to talk to somebody before you talk to your parents.
Actually came out with the closet after Ellen came out.
Exactly.
Please don't think, you know, that everybody that's gay wants you. It's never that serious.
Thank you.
One of the things that made me turn to God, recently my son was killed.
And I think there's a fear that exists between those generations that shouldn't be there. Like the gentleman said, just because I come in and I have locks, you know what I mean? And I'm refined, don't get me wrong. I drink wine and smoke the finest cigars. Like I never smoke a marijuana blunt in my life. But you would never be able to tell that if you never just took the time to just approach the cat.
I was building my own kingdom, you know.
and met that crack cocaine, and in 7 years I lost everything. And I thank God for that, because those events allowed me to hit my proverbial rock bottom. And had I not hit that rock bottom with nowhere else to turn, I would have never met the one who could help me.
I disrespect my wife. I was committing adultery for the last 8 years. 6-pack, 42-inch chest, 18-inch arms, and 36 thighs.
Sound like me. Well, go ahead.
What this book offers is testimony and triumph. And God has to bring you sometimes in a place of brokenness. Yes. Brokenness, so you can realize that God has a way of getting our attention.
I am bisexual.
Wow. Did Mom know this?
No, but she knows now. Hi, Mom.
Mom?
But
The state of Maryland has conspired with Constellation Energy and BG&E to rip off working people.
But despite what anybody say, I will always be there for him. And
All right. That's a man.
I love him.
That's a man.
Is this man and woman relationship? You are not a man?
No.
You're kidding me.
Nope.
This is a mind blower.
I'm probably bisexual. I don't know.
Now you say you don't know. Do you date guys?
What? Yeah.
And do you date girls?
No. No, I haven't.
Well, so you're confused.
No, my parents want me to be a lesbian.
Your parents want you to be lesbian?
Yeah.
That's a new one. Why?
Yeah, I know. They're like, then you won't have children, so that's good.
Pigtown John Watch is a website where we put pictures of the vehicles and or the tag numbers of the vehicles that pick up the prostitutes.
Being the lowest man on a totem pole is just should be an expression to use to help you strive to move forward and higher in your life.